might as well go this one. What's up, my peopleization? It's the man with the master plan, King Shabazz, and we back at it again, man. RTK Podcast, Real Talk with Kings. I'm here with my brothers, the Temptations, T9, better known as David Ruffin, and the Money Man Mello, better known as Paul Williams. How y'all doing today?
What's going on? Blessed, man. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, feeling super good.
Man, feeling good, man. Feeling good in the neighborhood, man. You know, it's a beautiful Sunday. First live stream, man. It's finally, you know what I'm saying, time to put some faces with some names, man. The people can see y'all ugly ass, you know what I'm saying?
Don't start, bitch. Don't start, shit. We trying to get out.
Man, look. My boy T9, he got the little chain on, you know what I'm saying? The itty bitty chain. Then Mello, he got this extremely large, big, extra large hat on. You said what?
Like a security guard.
It look like Malik say freeze just with his bottom lip with his hat on.
Hey, man, let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. What's the word on the wizard? First, man, you know, hip-hop is dead. You know, that's the topic of this week's episode. And want to say rest in peace to Malik B, founding member of The Roots, passes away at 47. The cause of death has not been confirmed yet, but he passed away earlier this week. What's y'all thoughts about that, knowing that The Roots are a legendary hip-hop group?
That shocked me. That first most shocked me. I just found out the news my dad told me. To me, Malik B, I love what he represented. I love how he really showed that Philly had more of a substance type of rap. Philly for a minute was just known for your Memphis Bleaks type rappers, your freeway type rappers. So I like that Malik B just show a whole new side of country music, but in Philadelphia area. So much love to the legacy he left. Now it's up to Questlove and it's up to Black Thought to keep it going.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. R.I.P. to him. I was shocked when I heard about it, too. You know, he one of, like, the key components of hip-hop. So, R.I.P. to him, man. Much love to his family.
I agree with you, man. You know, I wasn't too big on the Roots, you know what I'm saying? But just knowing what the things they've done in hip hop, man, is legendary. It's dope. It's just sad to say, you know what I'm saying, 47. That's young, man. That's young, man. And just to losing anybody is sad, but especially at 47, that makes it even worse, you know what I'm saying? So, man, rest in peace to the legendary Malik B. Prayers and thoughts go out to the family, man. But what's up? What else is going on the wire today?
Man, so apparently DJ Academic said Meek Mill's tweeted green light on his head. So what y'all think about it? I don't know. I think it's like publicity or like clout chasing.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to put on the front like he really that guy. What's y'all thoughts on it though?
I think it's just too much. It's too much talking on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I was brought up and I was raised, like real G's moving silence. You know, they don't go publicize and talking about everything they doing, and that's what Meek Mill been doing a lot lately. And when he was beefing with your boy Drake, what Drake say? Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. So if you really gonna, exactly, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So if you really about that life and you gonna go ahead and do that, it ain't nothing to discuss. You know, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You just gonna be about it. It ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be about it. You know what I'm saying? Real G's. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real G, you just gonna make it happen. You ain't finna talk about it. You ain't finna make a public announcement. You know, because that's how you get caught up.
Right.
I don't know. Sorry, but
I agree with you. I agree with you to the fullest too, Malik. What I started to do with Meek Mill is what I do with all these rappers now. I call them by their real name. So Meek Mill is Robert Williams. Robert Williams is signed to a correctional officer. One of my favorite rappers, but
Talking about Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. So it's like the hypocrisy and the contradiction that I see a lot in
Yeah.
what Meek Mill does. It's like, you know, Meek Mill just lives for some fascination. It's a, you know, who is Academics? Who is Academics? Why is he putting a green light on his head? You just like putting a green light on 6ix9ine head. He has no say so in the black culture or the black community. That's just publicity stunts.
all right. This
He
is
hang around 6'9", of course he gonna snitch on him.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? You are who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? So if you hanging around with a bunch of niggas that's telling rats, snitching on everything, walking, what you expect? That's what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But if you hang around straight G's and straight killers, you know what I'm saying? It's something that brings y'all together, that y'all have some type of camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hang with him, or that's why I hang with her. You know what I'm saying? It's something y'all have in common, and it's something y'all have alike. So I don't even know why you even doing it, because you shouldn't be surprised, because DJ Academics ain't no, you know what I'm saying, he ain't no street nigga. He's a hip hop reporter. So he's going within his lines, you know what I'm saying? DJ Academics ain't never say, hey man, I'm gangster, I'm this, I'm that.
Right.
He's just a reporter, you know. So I just think that's, Meek Mill, if you gonna do something, just do it. What's all the tweeting and posting about it? Just do it, you know. But what else in the news?
Man,
What you got
it's
for
a
it?
big day for women when it comes to the music industry, when it comes to music executing. Everybody knows that Rock Nation is Jay-Z's brand, but
Right.
he has just given the CEO rights to a lady named Desiree Perez. So right now, Desiree Perez is the new CEO of Rock Nation. She started out as an assistant, then being an assistant led to being an A&R manager. Now she's the CEO of arguably the biggest rap corporation in America. So shout out to Desiree Perez. What do y'all think about a woman having a role in the most dominant genre, in the most highest position? What do y'all think about her being hired?
That's crazy, especially in hip hop, because especially Rock Nation, because I know J. Cole was one of the first people to get signed to Rock Nation. You got a woman being the CEO of Rock Nation. That's big, especially like for women in hip hop. So man, I'm really happy for her.
I think that's major, you know, and it's just opening, expanding, you know, it's opening even more doors for women, you know, especially we live in a time now where women is most independent, you know what I'm saying? They really doing things on their own, not relying on the man, you know. I think that's major, and they get more women into hip hop, and that builds their diversity, you know what I'm saying? It show how creative and how innovative women are. They can be just as creative and just as innovative, or even more innovative than men. So I think that's a dope aspect, you know what I'm saying, to bring in a woman in a position for as power, especially now in hip hop, especially our black women, you know what I'm saying, women in general, but especially our black women, they always like overly sexualized, you know, and the only way they can be really seen to have a place is if they halfway naked, you know what I'm saying, or ain't no clothes on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, provocative showings, you know what I'm saying, but so to have a woman, you know what I'm saying, to have a woman that's up there in a high standard, you know what I'm saying, making boss moves and making boss decisions, I think that's dope, you know what I'm saying, it's just expanding and making the culture even dope, so most definitely. But also in news, Florida rapper Glock 9 arrested on attempted murder charges in Orlando, Florida earlier this week. What's y'all thoughts on that situation?
I don't even know who Glock 9 is. Like,
He that
it's messed up though. A rapper getting locked up. I can just say that. I don't even know who Glock 9 is.
he that rapper that he was on Vlad TV maybe like a year or so back, and they was talking to him about how he didn't want no dark skinned kids, as he was already black. He was like, I'm already black as hell myself, and he didn't want no dark skinned kids or nothing like that. So it was just like a matter of all self hate, and he blew up off that. Well, now I'm not gonna say his rap career blew up off that, but that video was viral talking about how he didn't want no pretty much no black ass kids.
Right.
You know,
When
he got
I
that.
heard about the murder charge of Glock 9, it most definitely just showed me, you know, you are what you listen to and watch. You know, Glock 9 has a big following when it comes to the kids. A lot of kids listen to Glock 9, and it just shows you what he speaks is like. You are what you listen to, and a lot of things that he rapped about was prophetic, and I'm happy. I hate to see him go down with a murder charge, but it's not looking good, and his bail has not been set yet. So that's just not a good case, and that's just standard of how we always talk about as a rapper. You hold yourself accountable, and you got to make smarter decisions.
Yeah, I agree with Melo, because it's like what 50 Cent said. When you rap about certain things, you rap about negativity being away from you. You know, you keep putting those lyrics out there. You keep talking about death for your lyrics. How you gonna murder somebody and all this. You know, what you speak, your words are powerful. So what goes around comes around. It's gonna eventually come back to you. Because at the end of the day, you're not putting nothing positive out there for people to fully you know what I'm saying, take in. So I hate that it's happening to him. So
Yeah, man, it's most definitely a learning lesson. You know, that's one of them lessons. Is we're gonna sit you down for a minute. You know, and you know, for them states, them southern states, they don't play about the murder charges. So it could be, you know what I'm saying. It could be an end to a very short career. You know, just gotta move wiser, gotta move smarter. You know, especially if you in doing something legal where you can change people's lives for the better. That's when you know you're doing something, you know what I'm saying? You can do something positive for the better, you know what I'm saying? So let me get out the street stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was able to escape the street shit, you know what I'm saying, with my life. So now let me do something positive. I'm making legal, you know what I'm saying? I'm making legal money. Let me do something where I can change people's lives for the better and get those same young cats who was in our predicament, in the situation that I was in growing up. Let me get them in something where they can do something legal, you know what I'm saying? We're opening up different things where they can express their artistic culture. Cause like, you know, living in the hood, you know what I'm saying, in the hoods of America, pretty much they tell us the only way out is rapping or playing sports. But it's stuff, you know what I'm saying, we got people who's amazing at the STEM programs, drawing, astrology, a lot of different things. So we just have to build those avenues, and once we make it out, and that's what it's all about, to really help and mold those young minds, you know what I'm saying? And I seen a meme on Facebook the other day, and they were saying, don't go up to a tall black man and ask him, do he can be in the NBA, play basketball. Tell him he like he can be a entrepreneur, a CEO, you know what I'm saying, a doctor, you know what I'm saying, a lawyer. So yeah, let's stop putting that title on stereotype. Yeah, you an athlete, you know what I'm saying? You tall, you an athlete. Nah, you a boss. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is. He may actually play basketball. But no, you more than just an athlete. You a boss. You a creator. You an innovator. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the things we got to do. And just tying it up with that Glock 9 situation, I just think like we got to move smarter as individuals, you know? And smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So maybe this story in his life was meant for other people to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, this is what I need not to do, you know? So hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he didn't commit the murder. He's able to learn from it and get out, you know what I'm saying? Get out this situation and progress and move forward. But we got to be cautious of all the decisions we make in life.
And Malik, the piggyback of what you said, like any rappers, when you get big enough, you must know that 9 times out of 10, when you sign to a record label, all of your songs is nothing but copyrighted compositions that's evidence. So now when you go into these courts, you go to Florida, and that lawyer and that judge, they go and they rerun those lyrics that you said, and when you said those explicit things, remember that your songs is copyrighted, it's a composition. So it's going to be evidence that's going to even prove the courts that's going to make you look like another angry black male, or another black male who just stereotyped into the system. So really why you say, because what you say is not just verbal, but it has been put on paper. When those lyrics be on Genius.com, or when those lyrics be on Behind the Lyrics music apps, Shazam, know that those are copyrighted lyrics, and they could be used in a federal court case at any time.
Right. And it's crazy too, man. It's probably back in, I want to say like April or something like that. It was a rapper. He wasn't big. It was a rapper from Indianapolis. He was talking about a murder he committed, and the jury actually, the defendant or the lawyer from the opposite side actually played the tape, and it describes and explains the murder he committed, and he was convicted off of his rap songs. Ain't this? No, not TK. Not TK. It was something just recently. Like he did the same thing. Yeah, his was the same thing, but it was just recently. Like he posted video for the song, and they played the evidence right in court. And I remember Lil Boosie said it on an interview. He said they was playing when he was going through fighting his murder charges. They was playing all his music. So be careful what you put into this music, because all that stuff is evidence. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be wise and mindful of those things we do. But I also want to give a major shout out to G Herbo. G Herbo launched a mental health initiative entitled Swerving Through Stress. The initiative is aimed to connect black young adults with therapeutic resources that help inform and improve their mental health in pursuit of a better quality of life. This program aims to provide mental health resources in underserved Black communities, and also after therapy offers therapy sessions and a hotline and many more other things. What's your thoughts and opinions on that?
I mean, I can expect that from G Herbo because if you look back when Juice WRLD was still alive, Juice WRLD was going through mental health issues and drug addiction and stuff like that. You know, G Herbo took him in as a brother. You know what I'm saying? Try to be that mental support system to Juice WRLD.
Right.
You know, G Herbo, he had a past with drugs addiction and stuff like that, mental health and stuff like that too. So, I mean, I can expect that from G Herbo. So, salute to him. Big shout out to him.
I'm super proud of G Herbo. To me, that's what rap was meant for. It was meant to be a voice to the voiceless. It was give aspiration and inspiration to the inner city. For him being to Chicago, and like even last week when we talked about a murder of many in Chicago, like it's great to see a rapper really taking initiative and not taking initiative about a persona of physical aspect, but taking initiative about something that's really going on mentally with a lot of these consumers who listen to music, a lot of these kids who are in these inner cities. I think it's a brilliant idea. That's just a great shout out, big ups to G Herbo, and it's great to see just the growth that goes in with it. So that's a win-win. I think we all need to support it. It reminds you when Nipsey Hussle did kind of like the Vector 90 movie, Crenshaw.
Yeah.
That's super nice.
Yeah, I think it's a dope initiative, man, especially like the things you see growing up in the ghettos, you know what I'm saying, the hoods of America. We was just taught to you take it in and all right, you deal with it. It's not like, okay, it's supposed to be embedded in our minds like, oh, this is normal. You know what I'm saying? Deal with it, go through it, this is normal. Well, actually, you shouldn't be 12 years old seeing your best friend murdered, dead on the pavement, you know what I'm saying? Seeing your mama strung out on drugs. Being in active live shootouts, you know what I'm saying? Seeing junkies all around your neighborhood. That's nothing a child should grow up seeing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And really dealing with that, internalizing that really can mess with you. And that's what happened to Fredo Bang. You know, he was from Chicago as well, Chief Keef's cousin. And he talked about, because he ended up dying of kidney and liver failure because he was sipping so much lean, and he used the lean and popping Xanaxes to help cope with the harsh realities he went through in his life. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Chicago, you know what I'm saying, with the gang banging, murder, poverty, you know what I'm saying? So he used drugs as a way to escape from it. And in all actuality, that's not therapy. You need to go down and sit and talk with somebody, you know. We may look at it like, oh man, that ain't cool, and oh man, what you need therapy for? What's wrong with you? No, that's actually needed, and that's important to get this help. You know what I'm saying? Because people who don't get this help, they're gonna find a way to get this help. Some people turn into drug addicts. Some people turn into sex addicts. You know, a lot of things, alcoholics, just to flush out the pain and really to get rid of what they're going through. Yeah, you'll feel good temporarily for the moment, but it's gonna come back once you sober up. You're gonna feel even worse. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel even worse, and you like, man, I need some more, and it's really destroying your body. But when you go to therapy, actually talk about it with somebody who studies the human brain and studies the mind, okay, we can talk about different things and go through this outlet. You know what I'm saying? This is outlet. This is how you let out this pain. This is how you let out this frustration in a positive manner, where you ain't just destroying yourself. So I think it's an entire dope initiative. And I forgot to say it's gonna be 150 young black adults.
Wow, that's dope. And, like, just to add a little, like how you just talked about Fredo, Chief Keef, cause like how you saying, like, a lot of those rappers, they go through those addictions, and it leads to their death.
Right.
And I believe that music, and if music is used in the right content, it could be a sense of therapy. But when I listen to Fredo, I didn't get that he was going through an alcohol addiction or he was going through a surf addiction. All I got was having sex with a girl, getting money, shoot her up. And I feel like with Kurt Cobain and Nirvana, when Kurt Cobain died from, basically, he was in a depression and he was a drug addict that he afflicted on himself and killing himself. And when Kurt Cobain died, the whole America felt sad for him because he used that expression of what he was going through, and he used it in such vulnerable ways and music that when he died, people looked at Kurt Cobain's death as a tragedy. Versus when Fredo Santana died or Juice WRLD died, to America, they look at it as another just fallen African American rapper. So I kind of like, if those guys can use, if they can use music more as a therapy instead of using it as a flexing tool or using it as a tool to show how much they made or they arrived, they come. I think it could be just so big and help those artists out, and it can help the black demographic out, and we can get a little more sympathy from other ethnicities.
But if you look at it,
I agree.
Go ahead.
I agree with both y'all in general, man. And I think trap music plays a part in that negative effect, you know. Because, you know, you look at the roots of hip-hop. Hip-hop is all about uplift, bringing awareness. You know, like, you can have rappers like Lil Wayne even a bit too about sipping lean, doing syrup. You get rappers like Future, you know, codeine, methazine, you know. It just all through the media. So it's making the young generation think like they looking up to these people, like, you know.
Right.
In order for us to get rid of our problems and be cool or just fit in, we need to, you know what I'm saying, do lean, you know, pop mollies and all that. So I really do think like rap, and I like what G Herbo doing, because I feel like he's trying to like push rap to make, you know what I'm saying, he's trying to bring back hip hop. Because, you know, actually G Herbo, he really is a hip hop artist. Yep. So I like what he's doing. I think it's fine.
Yeah, this is dope.
Speaking of rap, though, J. Cole is now training for the NBA. So what y'all think about that?
I seen the highlights. I seen the video. I think it was Puma. Puma did a commercial with him. You know what I'm saying? When I first seen it, I was like, I didn't really know he had Master P like talking, like narrating the commercial. So I'm like, I guess he finna do something. You know what I'm saying? Do something different. You know, I wasn't thinking. I'm not even tripping off how he in the gym. He shooting jump shots and all that. Then my boy, you know what I'm saying? My brother T9, he come tell me like, hey, he sent me the link. He was like, hey man, J. Cole talking about really come back trying to hoop in the NBA. And it's funny too, how he was just talking about how he's gonna retire or could potentially retire after this last album he dropped. So I think it'll be interesting, you know. You playing against the best players in the world, so hopefully he started training and working out before. Now he been doing it because that I'm finna go ahead and hoop right quick. Nah, you can't do that when you got players like LeBron, Giannis, KD, Westbrook, Steph, James Harden, killers that do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think he know like he got to play against them.
Right.
I think Cole just wants something to do because now he just bored with music. You know, he even saying to his sons like the inspiration getting low for music right now. So I think he know when he get in the NBA. He not finna just be like no killer, but I just do think he just want to be on the team, just play the NBA, just to do it.
I totally agree with you.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting though. You know what I'm saying?
They say he hooped in college, so.
Yeah.
Right.
But that professional ranks, it's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. Now he gonna be able to get that shot, you know what I'm saying, that chance, you know, to be able to hoop because he's J. Cole, but you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a task. It's gonna be a task, but it's interesting. I'm excited for it. I'm excited about it. But on a serious note, man, Tennessee State Senator Katrina Robinson is charged with 24 counts of theft, embezzlement involving in government programs, and 24 counts of wire fraud. Robinson is accused of stealing more than $600,000 from the Healthcare Institute. And if she's convicted, she faces up to 20 years in federal prison. There is surprise release and $250,000 fine. What's y'all thoughts about that? She's from Memphis, Shelby County. No, I'm just saying. Look, we gotta give a location, man. And for the new listeners that don't know, our brother T9, he from the M. So what's y'all thoughts and opinions about that?
That makes sense now.
Is she? Come on, now don't do Memphis like this. You're not gonna lose. But nah, is she really from Memphis though?
No, I'm dead serious. She from Memphis.
Oh well, you know that's you know we know for finesse. Nah, that ain't funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's sad though. But I mean, I don't know what else to say. You know, she still doing fries, so I guess she finally getting what she deserved.
Yeah, when I heard about it, it was a terrible situation. I feel like it's stereotyped, it's stereotyped and steered us in the wrong direction again, to where now these red states, the Republican states, it's going to be very hard for them to try to get someone of that same demographic, because they're going to revert back to Katrina now. I think Katrina represented as a piece of hope and a pride, and she was almost a doorway that could have ushered in a hundred other African American women, the whole real standpoint within the House of Representatives or the Senate or the state. And I feel like she kind of failed, the future generation of people who would come behind us. Because now, if it is African American girl out of Memphis who want to run for Senate or state in the state of Tennessee, Katrina would be her comparison. Katrina will be her model they would compare to. So I feel like what Katrina did was selfish, was kind of ignorant, and there was no humility. And it's just a major error, because you see the African American woman in Houston who are killing. You see Keisha in Atlanta who's working with what she got, and we see progression, but now it's like now we're reverting back a little, and now they're gonna hold that upon African American women heads a lot now. I just hate that. I hate when I heard that.
Yeah, I agree with you too, man. Especially being like an African American woman. I think I know what you all talking about. I seen on Facebook. For what I know, a lot of people was rooting for her to get in office, so they had hopes for her. I just feel like, man, once you got something like that going, like your past life, what you did, you gotta really let all that go, because it will catch up with you. And you got people trying to, especially when you're an African American person, always trying to like find something on you in the past, just so you won't get that position that you want.
And the crazy thing about it too, I seen something that was all like, she was buying like Birkin bags,
that city girl mentality,
designer stuff. She was buying all that, like just buying just straight like BS, and it's like, it's crazy, because when black people, we get into a position of power like that, they'll look at us and be like, oh, look what these niggas do. You know what I'm saying? We get them some power, and now they just cashing out, buying all this, and they stealing our money, you know what I'm saying, making it look bad. So now they make it harder for the ones that's coming up trying to do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just it's a sad situation, Hopefully she didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully she didn't do it. They said she used the money, but they saying that she used the money by like designing things, pay for a wedding, then pay for a divorce as well. So
she got some barbecue.
I don't know, man. They love barbecue.
She probably got them barbecue nachos, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was a hot girl summer for her. She was trying to get that hot girl summer in.
Yeah, so it's man, it's really crazy. So hopefully, if that's not the case, she's found innocent on the charges, and she really didn't do it. It's just miscommunication, but it's kind of hard to believe it's a miscommunication with $600,000. You know what I'm saying? So, but what else? What else we got going on the wire, man? Y'all got anything else on the wire?
I got everything I got.
That was it.
Oh, I do got something.
What's up?
George Zimmerman.
Oh yeah.
Was partying last night. Was caught on drugs, alcohol, and just under influence in general, acting, just doing misconduct. He got arrested. George Zimmerman. What y'all thoughts about that?
His ass should have been. He ain't even supposed to be out right now.
It didn't go on the news. They kept it under, under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
But his mugshot went around in the day. They got evidence on it that it was actually him.
Man, George Simmons ain't even supposed to be alive right now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even supposed to be alive. So, well, man, he ain't even supposed to be out. Let's say that he ain't even supposed to be out right now.
He's supposed to be locked up. You know what
I'm saying? He's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be locked up. Especially for the things he did. Then he going on a press run and a press tour, talking about how he's signing Skittles. I think he was signing hoodies, all that. Like, that's just a slap in the face of, you know what I'm saying, Trayvon Martin and stuff. Trayvon Martin and his mother and his father and the family, and just smacking the face to black people in general. So, but it's funny how they keep that under wraps, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they probably gonna send him to like a little private prison. They ain't send him to like no
Gen Pop
incarceration, nothing like that.
He gets hit the Gen Pop. He ain't gonna make it out of Gen Pop.
Nah.
He most definitely ain't gonna make it out of Gen Pop. But also, speaking of hip hop, Lil Baby ain't arrived to Wyoming early this week to collaborate with Kanye West. Y'all boy, that's y'all boy too. That's y'all boy.
Hey, when I heard that, I was so happy. When I heard that, I was so happy because to me, Kanye is the pinnacle of artists, pinnacle of rappers. And usually when he has these Wyoming trips, he get your Pusha T's, he get your Pharrells, he get your Timberlands, he get your people who are more higher in acclaim as just A-list top tier rappers. So for him to get, you know, an African American guy out of Zone 4, Oakland City, Atlanta, and to get him going all the way to Wyoming to show you how far Lil Baby has come, it's just a huge inspiration. And I think Lil Baby's gonna learn real. Well, he's a good artist, and I think he'll learn even more artistry, more tips, more pointers, and he'll finally get meditation up down Wyoming and Kanye. So that was a big win for the GA. Shout out to Lil Baby.
For the GA, yeah. And look, actually, what people don't know, Kanye was born in Atlanta.
That's true.
Kanye was born in Atlanta.
That is true.
So you know.
But yeah, I agree with you. Like, that do shows how far Lil Baby has come. You know, especially like Kanye. He's like one of the most, if not the talented artists in hip hop, as far as creativity wise.
Yep.
So, you know, regardless of what you say about him, he still make good music. So,
Yeah, we gonna get it. We gonna get it to that one later on in the show because they do. And because look, I'm ready for it. They disrespect one of the greats, but we gonna get into that though. You know, we gonna get into it.
no, well, yeah, it might get heated.
Yeah, it's gonna get heated.
I already feel the intensity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that little chain ain't gonna make it through the whole show. Nor that big ass hat Melo got on.
Nah, man, shout out to Lil Baby, man. Kanye too. So
Yeah, most definitely. Oh man, I also want to touch on this as well. Y'all know I'm a big boxing fan, love boxing. Showtime reporter, Showtime boxing commentator Paulie Malignaggi was fired for his insensitive comments that he made about black people, saying that racism is a figment of imagination in black people's minds. Systematic racism doesn't exist. Black people are of another species, just like blatant racist comments. But these comments he made were made back in April, before the George Floyd riots. All of that happened, you know, and it took them 3 months to address it. And they asked him to apologize for his comments. He felt like there was no need to apologize for his comments. So Showtime fired him. But my problem is they fired Nick Cannon right on the spot as soon as he made his comments. But they waited 3 months to fire Paulie Malignaggi. And he had been said this. And Showtime is under Viacom, just how Nick Cannon's all his media platforms with Nickelodeon and the what's called Wild 'N Out. The Showtime is under Viacom as well. So my problem is why it took so long to fire Paulie Malignaggi. And Paulie Malignaggi said his statements, that's going on about 4 months ago. 3-4, it's 3 for sure, but going on 4 months. So what's y'all thoughts and opinions on that one? How they just got rid of Nick Cannon so fast, but it took so long to get rid of Paulie Malignaggi?
No, man, I think some of this stuff be weird. I don't know if he's miseducated. Sometimes I think they be getting paid to say stuff like that too. So I just think it's weird. I don't know, because, you know, the Nick Cannon situation happened in an instant, and he got a lot of backlash. He was all on social media. You won't see him on social media at all.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess Conan becoming a thing now. It's like a new trend. It's in fashion.
Oh, he white. Paulie Malignaggi white.
He white.
How many black people you know named Malignaggi? Come on, man. Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know who the dude is. I've never seen him.
Yeah.
So I don't be on him like this. So.
But I think he don't like black people, man, cause obviously because of comments, but throughout his whole career, black fighters been beating his ass, you know. So I think he got something personal against black people. Then look, one of the fighters took his gill, beat him in the fight. Then when the post fight interviews are like, I'm good. I took his belt and his gill. Dude come there, hey man, don't be bragging about taking my side piece. Don't be bragging about taking my side piece. And the girl, she doing interviews.
Moment when racism started.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, okay. She like, yeah. He like, yeah, okay, I'm sick of these niggas. So, man, it's crazy though, but you know they finally fired him, you know, and especially in the time now with this COVID-19 going on, and they restarting boxing, and boxing had Showtime had just announced their fight plans for the next 3 months. So, and there was a lot of people boycotting, was going to boycott Showtime for not firing Polinaja, but he got his ass up out of there. So, but let's get into the nitty gritty. Hip hop is dead. What's y'all thoughts? Do y'all believe in this time in this point in time, 2020, hip hop is dead?
No, but I do believe hip hop is starting to die down. Me looking at these new artists getting in the game, no offense to them, artists like Megan, the Baby, type of lyrics they talking about, Lil Yachty. You know, like hip hop. Well, I'm gonna say rap in general. Rap is more like a popularity contest now, rather than them trying to focus on bringing awareness. You know, I mean, granted, you got rappers like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, even Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? He even talk about his rappers like Black Thought. You know, they talk about awareness all the time in their lyrics, but like the average like rapper, everyday rapper, you know what I'm saying, who on the charts like Drake, you don't hear damn one of them talking about the awareness. You always hear about money, cars, clothes, but like, you know, it's the typical like song you hear on the radio. So I do think hip hop is alive, but I think it's starting to die more and more down. You know, you still got artists like YB and Cordae. He's still in the game. He's still pushing going hard. But I think it's starting to die down.
I think hip hop is dead as disco music.
I agree, Mello.
I'm gonna tell you why I think hip hop is dead. First of all, Steve Stout said in one interview, he said, when a generation don't know the difference between good and great, that generation's in trouble. And I think we're living in that. When I look at hip hop, first of all, what you gotta realize is hip hop is not a genre. Hip hop is a cultural movement. It's a cultural lifestyle. It's a cultural revolution. And when you look at the foundation of hip hop, the foundation of hip hop was built off rebellion. It was built off when you had these young junior gangs like the Black Spades and the Young Lords and the Savage Nomads. When they was labeled as thugs, criminals, and when they was killing each other, they decided to come together and let's make a change and let's do something and let's make a cultural change and let's start being breakdancers and let's start being arsenal writers and let's start being MC and DJs, and we're gonna make these elements what we call hip hop, and then we're gonna have a fifth element known as knowledge. And so what happened was hip hop became a whole cultural movement to where hip hop wasn't about money, wasn't about fashion, but it was more about taking your mind and dissipating and just taking down that pressure that was built up upon you.
Right.
Rap hip hop started in the Bronx, and everybody know in the Bronx it literally was they was burning the Bronx down. Italians, whites, they was burning it down for ransoms and money. And so these kids, a lot of their parents was just victims of cocaine, of drugs. A lot of their parents were just into the disco life. So it gave them a voice. And what happened was it gave awareness. And it was never about violence. It was never about neglect. It was about overcoming. And that transcended from the 70s, late 70s to the 80s to almost to the mid 90s to now where it's like the youth has no awareness, the youth has no knowledge of self, the youth is not coming together. It's no cultural movement. If anything, we're killing each other, just like how what formed hip hop was the desegregation and was the almost the genocide of the youth. And now we're calling hip hop those same assets and those same qualities. Hip hop is so much dead.
And I
Question.
What's the question?
So in the last decade, hip hop has been in the industry. Like rappers like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Right.
Hip hop still has been in the industry. So would you still claim it's dead, or would you say it's dying down?
Well, I would say it's dead because that's like saying one or two people are not racist, so racism is dead. The majority of the
exactly.
Those are exception artists, but as the majority, when I ask a kid, if I go to Bankhead, Atlanta, and I ask a kid to tell me what he thinks about Born Sinner and what he thinks about the Pimp Butterfly, he don't know it. But then I ask him what does he think about AI Youngboy 2, and if I ask him what he thinks about one of the album, he can tell me lyric from lyric. That very much shows me that hip hop is dead.
To your point.
I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree. And the reason why I say hip hop is dead is because people only look at hip hop for as rap. What people
Right.
don't really understand is hip hop has 4 elements. Rap is only one element of hip hop. There's 4 elements: rapping, MCing, mic controlling, DJing, disc jockey, graffiti, and breakdance. Now let's break it down. We know for a fact ain't nobody around here breakdance. I can't remember the last time nobody breakdance. So boom,
Right.
that element is gone. Nobody's doing graffiti because now we live in a day and time now. You would get some people spray paint things, but for the most part, ain't nobody doing graffiti. More people was online using Photoshop and creating things technology based. Ain't nobody, all right, I'm finna go out on this railroad and spray this and make this, you know what I'm saying, put my tag on, make my tag around the city. Ain't nobody doing that no more. And DJing. DJing is pretty much dead as well because people think a DJ is somebody who get the aux and play music. That's not a DJ.
Right.
You just controlling, you just playing, you just controlling the playlist. DJing is actually mixing and scratching. You know what I'm saying? You got your turntables. You know what I'm saying? You actually scratching and mixing. You know what I'm saying? Mixing different songs and stuff. That's actually DJing. So that aspect of DJing is dead. So now it leaves to hip hop, and now you listen to hip hop. Hip hop is, rap, which is a form of hip hop. Rapping is the mic controller, the person who's telling the story. Because when hip hop first started in the late 70s and early 80s, it was all about storytelling. You got a story, you know what I'm saying? A children's story. You know what I'm saying? The fast, what was that? Freddy and the Fast Five, Furious?
Yeah, Fantastic Five.
Yeah, Fantastic Five. Rakim, Run DMC, Grandmaster Flash. They told stories. You can listen to it and visualize, and you know what I'm saying? You can visualize each story. Then once the 90s came, it was like you was telling more stories they were still telling stories, but it was more gangster with it. You know what I'm saying? It was more gangster, or you know what I'm saying, gangster rap with it, and they actually telling story. And you hear it, you can visualize and listen to it, you know. And once like the 90s had ended and we went into the 2000s, you still had artists that was telling stories, but the art of storytelling was dying down, and the more, okay, I got more fashion. You know what I'm saying? Fashion started to become, oh, if you fashionable, all right, cool. I'm paying attention to you. Not because of your music, but oh man, he clean, you know what I'm saying? Back in 2000, they weren't saying you got drip, but you get what we saying, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he was fresh, he was clean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and let me see what his music about. I'm not checking him out. His music was the reason why I came and checked out who he was. It was because how he dressed. And artists nowadays are so focused on the famous part. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's about being relevant and popular. It's not about, all right, I'm really writing and telling the story. Because at the end of the day, when you're an MC or rapper, you are a author. You're an author. You know what I'm saying? You telling the story. No matter how you put it, oh man, they don't write books and all that, man. You going to the pen and pad, you got notebooks full of rhymes like this, you are an author. I don't care what you think or how you put it, ain't a traditional author. That's still an author that's telling the story. And I feel like the art of storytelling is dead in hip hop. It's just people going on the beat and just, all right, let me say something catchy and I can make a hit. And that's why I feel like hip hop is dying, because you got people who don't love they don't love rap. They don't love hip hop. They don't study. They're not students of the game. They just, I can make some money off this. And we all know if you in something just to make money, it's no love and no passion for it. So you're not going to really grind and really put in the work to really, all right, I want to be the best possible. I want to be the best possible. Be the best possible rapper I can be. You know what I'm saying? If I could care less if I get paid. I do this out straight love for the art. It's not like the artists. You hear so many artists, man, I hate rap. I only do this shit for money. If I wasn't getting paid, I wouldn't be doing it. I'd be back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It reflects in your in your music. Like Schoolboy Q said, what's that song? I'm just in the studio trying to get to you, baby. How the hell you focus on your music? You in the studio thinking about getting up with a girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It reflects into your music. So that's why I feel like hip hop is dying, because people don't really understand the elements of hip hop. Then a lot of artists are trying to harmonize and sing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Some artists can do it and it sound dope, you know, but the art of storytelling is going away. The lyricists, you know what I'm saying? Artists really like, I'm taking my time. I'm trying to, when I get on the track with somebody, I'm trying to write something dope so we can have the most best possible type of, you know what I'm saying? We got the best single possible. You know what I'm saying? We going at it on the track. All right. You wrote a mean 16? All right, man, this 16 I wrote, it wasn't really like that. I'm going to go really going hard. I don't think artists really testing each other on the pen. They just, all right, I'm hopping on there, just saying anything. And that's how you get somebody like, damn, this shit really ain't whack, but the beat catchy and it's popular.
Right.
All I got to do is say something catchy and I can get on.
Right.
I agree with everything you saying, and you can tell from artists now, from like back in the 90s, no, the 80s and 70s.
Right.
Artists now, they're not really that educated.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like the 70s, like you can watch their interviews and tell this how they talk in interviews, how they say their words. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember y'all. I know y'all remember the old 21 Savage interview.
It's a knife.
It's not a knife. It's a dagger.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the little stuff they be talking about and saying in their songs, you know. And I think they not really taking the art serious because, like, you know, I'm a producer. Everybody know I make beats. So somebody would ask me, well, how can I improve on my rap ability in my songs? I say, well, open up a dictionary, improve on your vocabulary or your articulation, or how you want to speak.
Right.
I don't got time. Or that's boring to me. Or I said, well, what you doing it for? You know, I said, can you rap and freestyle? Can you freestyle fluent? Shout out to Mello, because you one of the first people I saw do it. You know, freestyle like fluently or tell a story.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I can't do that. I said, well, you know, people think they want rapping for the clout. They don't want rapping for the overall argument. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They can jump into, get followers, look cool, get females, you know, flash, money, cars, and clothes. I'm just like, I tell most people, like, if you're not taking it serious, but you're not trying to be the best. The best, that's another thing we lost too. Like, always trying to like be the best, not necessarily always the people. Like, you know, like, hey, you hear somebody else with dope lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out how can I like top that lyric. You know what I'm saying? Like, come with something more dope and more clever. They not doing it anymore. They always trying to come up with like a catchy song or this new word they say, a vibe.
Right.
Vibe music really now is just about getting a vibe. Right?
A vibe.
I'm just trying to catch a vibe right in there. Like, I'm trying to, like, you know, make a change or uplift somebody mentally. You know what I'm saying? So, I agree with y'all. I see where y'all coming from. I understand that. Hip hop is dead. You know, so.
So.
And I agree with what both of y'all said so much. Especially with what you just said about that vibe. I'm hearing that about a lot of artists. Gunna may not rap, but it's a vibe. Roddy Ricch may not rap, but it's a vibe. My thing is, our lives are not being treated like it's a vibe. We got black men being innocently killed. That's not a vibe. We have black women whose organs are getting transported through Atlanta as we speak. That's not a vibe. And so they kill me with this vibe when our lives is not worth the vibe. We need insight of what's really going on. It's a kid right now who's going out there doing coke or doing weed, and he coming home right now, he won't have nothing to eat. That's not a vibe. Or it's a little girl who daddy is touching her in the wrong way, inappropriate way. That's not a vibe. And I feel like what we done did was we done strayed away from what hip hop really was meant to do. It was meant to tell a voice, and it was meant to give insight to our spirit. And like you said, you said something valuable. You said hip hop had 4 elements. You had the DJing, the MCing, the B-boy, and the graffiti writer. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all may not agree with me, but I came to a conclusion like last week. If we think about it, if we dissect it, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown are more hip hop than 90% of the artists that we have in today's society. Because if y'all think about it, both Soulja Boy and Chris Brown had DJs. Both Soulja Boy and Chris Brown B-boy had just evolved to dance. They had their own dance. So you have DJ, you have the B-boy. Chris Brown and Soulja Boy both had their own graffiti art. They had their own art. Soulja Boy had the Soulja shades. Mm-hmm. Chris Brown had his name with a microphone, and both of them do rap. So it's a sad thing now when the only people who I can name that take hip hop as a real element are taken as a joke in our society. And I just feel like what happened was, and what's going on is, it's okay to be mediocre. It's okay to just get by.
Right.
And if we go to country music right now, you won't get 3 or 4. Excuse me for saying this, and I may be wrong, but with country music, those country artists love and they're willing to develop the craft of country so much that they're not even going to really come out with singles to that 23, 24, and they're not going to make the country billboards to that 23, 24. Same for K-pop music. How many country artists have we seen her blowing up at 17 or 18? It's not happening like that due to the fact that when those country artists are 16, 17, they know the product, they know the artistic development it's going to take to be a great country artist. But now we're letting these cats who are 17, 16, 18 years old, who can only talk about killing and only can talk about killing in one aspect, and we'll put them on our mainstream radios. When we have people at 24, 25 who know rap, who have productive rap, who is rap, we can't even play them. So it's like we're going to have to tear down this whole paradigm and structure of what rap is right now.
Right. And it's
I agree with you.
Man, it's big. I ain't even look at it like that. You go ahead. It's Chris Brown and Soulja Boy.
But rap is become like an instant blow up. Cause like Lil Yachty, when he first blew up, you know what I'm saying, man, I've been rapping for a year.
Right.
The boy terrible.
The boy terrible. The boy terrible. But like,
I listen to other people talk about rap and they say Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi versus somebody that's like conscious like Jay-Z, J. Cole, and Tupac. Right. They say, oh well, if you listen to those artists like Tupac, J. Cole, you're in a box. But we like Lil Uzi versus Lil Yachty. And I asked them why. They say, they allow us to be free and do what we want to do. And I'm starting to realize like people don't want to like get the real message and grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't want to like when they hear accountability, it makes them like nervous to receive that type of accountability. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like what's going on in hip hop or what's in the real world. And you can actually tell that those type of people are the same people ain't really doing it, but trying to make a change in the first place. Exactly. They rather go and listen to people like Lil Yachty, Megan Thee Stallion, these girls, finessing dudes, city girls, treating them any kind of way. You got somebody like Rhapsody, you know what I'm saying, who rap right. We talking about some real stuff, treating the guy right. They not gonna want to listen to him because it's like you in a box or you being so preachy. You know what I'm saying? I think, just rap now. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to call it rap because it's not hip hop. I don't know what to call it. Mumble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But mumble now, it's like it's becoming weakness for the people in general. It's becoming like an escape. You know what I'm saying? And it's making these kids do that. Right. NBA YoungBoy type music. You know what I'm saying? You seeing it play in the club, kids just break out fighting, go tearing up everything. Ooh. But like I just saw in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? These kids tearing up the store just. I mean, granted, back in the day, we had songs like "Look If You Book," they just come on, everybody just turned over like dead trigger or something like that. That was just like club type songs. But now the music is predominantly coming that way. Because back then, it was just like hip hop. Then you get that one song. But now you get those type of music and that one hip hop song now. Right. It's like it's twisting the mindset a little bit.
Man, it's funny that you said that, man, because hip hop, I look at it as an acronym. Shout out to Professor Griff. Higher infinite power, healing our people. That's what hip hop was representing. That's what it started. You know what I'm saying? A higher infinite power, healing our people. So I had a teacher back in high school, my senior year. She said you have to be mindful and cautious of the things you put into your body. You know what I'm saying? It's not just eating. It's also the things that you watch and the things that you listen to and the frequencies. That's what all music is frequencies. So I know me. When I played football, I wasn't trying to hear no laid back, mood, mellow stuff. I'm trying to listen to some stuff that's gonna get me amped. You know what I'm saying? So I would listen to something like some Chief Keef, some you know what I'm saying, some real, you know what I'm saying, something that's gonna get me amped, ready. You know what I'm saying? You playing football, you ready to fuck something up. So I'm finna listen to something that's finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm ready to bust somebody's head. So if you listen to that on a regular, on a daily basis, and you just, I'm just chilling in my room, high frequency, you know what I'm saying? That's what you feeling. You know what I'm saying? You on your way to school. You know what I'm saying? You got these high frequencies. It just make you want to do that because That's how powerful music is. You know what I'm saying? Music inspires us to dance. It inspires us to laugh. It inspires us to cry. It inspires us to go out and get money. You know what I'm saying? The ones who don't have the right guidance in their life, it inspires them to go and, you know what I'm saying, commit crimes, selling drugs, selling dope, killing people, you know, a lot of things. And that's how powerful music is. So you have to be mindful of the frequencies you put into your body. And a lot of music that's out, a lot of rap songs that are out today is bad. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. It's poisonous to the body and it's poisonous to the mind because you have a negative mind, you having negative thoughts and mindsets. You like, man, I just always feel every time I just feel ready to get violent. You know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I already bust somebody's head when I heard this song. You be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's if the music doing that to you, it's a problem. You should have some music like it should motivate you and inspire you to do better and want more and better for yourself.
And another thing I noticed too, like this new generation of rap don't know how to fight for anything anymore.
Ooh.
Back in the day, if you tell them, hey, I want you to dye your hair this color. Ice Cube, NBA Young. I mean, oh my God, why would I say that?
He said, ooh.
Ice Cube, you know.
He said, ooh.
NWA, that's probably why I said it. NWA, and you know, Dr. Dre, they won't happen. Well, like Tupac or Biggie, you want to just tell them, hey, you need to look like this and do this. It's like, nah. But when you looking like that, that's, you know, that's weird to us when you doing it.
Right.
They don't know how to like put their foot down. You know what I'm saying? Like tell these record labels, you know, they scared to like turn down a deal.
Right.
First deal that come on their face, hey, running with it, they going with it. They wouldn't do everything. It's like form a silly or so, like, hey, it's on the way.
But I can't.
Like,
go ahead.
They not confident. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they really like believing in themselves. You can tell evidence of how they always rap about, complain about females. You know,
yeah.
You know, drug addiction and all that, like confidence. Like Tory Lanez. You know, his music talking about revenge on females. How he, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I think
he
secretly hate women. I think he secretly hate women, man.
Yeah, you see it. They don't get no confidence. They don't get no, you know, they not really made man like that.
Right.
These artists. So yeah, that's sad, man. So
that's true. I agree with both of y'all to the fullest extent. And like how Malik was saying, when you listen to some type of Chief Keef, or when you listen to this music that gets your adrenaline pumping, it's like y'all done been at a party and you might hear some Waka Flocka, I help my money, or you look on the side, you see your homeboy, you got class with, and y'all both bobbing y'all head, y'all both getting big together. Those are y'all frequencies, those are chakras, y'all are intertwining with each other. Mm-hmm. That's how spiritual music is. And what has happened, what they doing now, I feel like y'all, from my perspective, I feel like they're trying to make rap and hip hop Eurocentric. They trying to make it, and they're trying to disattach, and they're trying to disattach, and they're trying to dehumanize rap to where, one, everybody can rap no matter the skin color, and two, well, don't nobody in the inner cities really have a voice no more, because you can get somebody like Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow sound like, if you listen to Jack Harlow, you don't know who he is. Jack Harlow sound like a straight African American guy, and all he did was just mimic our whole culture. And to me, no disrespect, but what Jack Harlow is doing is equivalent to, it's blackface, it's culture appropriation. Yeah, it's a blackface. No disrespect, I love Bruno Mars, but what Bruno Mars was doing kind of is like blackface. You take our change, you take our gold, you take our gimmick, you take our image, you take our sound, and you make it your own. And what happened is it's really taking accreditation from us. It's making it to where anybody can make rap no more, and it's taking the voice out of our community. Our community won't really have a voice no more. And that's what it's coming down to. Everything I see now is where we're not valuing our culture, but the people in other cultures are valuing it, and they're making it greater. Like, I heard an Ed Sheeran album. Man, y'all, this Ed Sheeran album was great. This Ed Sheeran album was stupid great. Right. And then Adele had albums. These albums are so great, and all they're doing is, we're not wanting our culture, we're not wanting our original hip-hop, so they're taking it. And they're taking it to a high element, and they're making it sound like how we're supposed to make it sound. Jack Harlow, that wasn't flow. Jack Harlow ain't nothing, but Jack Harlow he's a straight Mace flow. But we don't want to be like Mace. We want to be like the next hottest thing. So it's like, we're not trying to preserve our culture. So what they're doing is, they saying, we're going to preserve y'all music, and we're going to make y'all music sound even better. And we're going to do it. My man, and we just go copy.
Yeah. Nah, I agree with you. And it makes me think about like Eminem. You know, shout out to Eminem because like he was one of the first white rappers who gave props to the black people. You know, he even says to this day. But like when I say like they don't know how to fight for that, they're like that's the prime example. Because back then, you know what I'm saying, towards the 90s, black people, we weren't racist to white people, but we didn't want to let them in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Not saying we were supposed to do that, but we like knew what the outcome would be. You know what I'm saying? Like Jake Harlow situation, you got the blackface. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing going on. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to like those type of people in hip hop because they knew like they probably would try to dumb down the culture or like dumb down the culture, dumb down hip hop, or like you said, I like how you said it. Change the directions from the inner city to the overall like masses. You know what I'm saying? Globally. So that way we won't have a voice to rap about what's going on in the inner city.
Right. I agree with y'all, man, 100%, man. You know, and I feel like the best music is the ones, you know what I'm saying, even with R&B, whatever you use. When you go back to where it all started at, and you intertwine that with some of the old school with the mix of what's going on now, you get your best music. So you gotta know your history and know where you come from to be able to progress and move forward. And I think that's the best songs. Those be the best songs when they have those. All right, I use this sample of this Marvin Gaye beat, or I use a sample of this Stevie Wonder beat, you know what I'm saying, to make this song. I think that'd be the best music, you know. So I agree with y'all 100% instead of, you know, trying to look for something else, man. We got gold and jewels within ourselves. We just got to use it and make it happen. But I want to ask y'all this. What's y'all top 5? I mean top 10. Top 10, you know, top 5 hard. It's narrow.
Before I tell y'all, I actually want to say before I tell y'all.
What's y'all top 10? I want to hear this shit.
Hold on, wait a second before I get into that. y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the whole competition thing.
Right.
But like, as far as like now, how hip hop is going, I think it needs to come back so we can all wash away that.
You talking competition?
Not like competition, but like,
that's what it is. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
But look at it. I mean, I see what you're saying though. But look at it from this perspective though. It's not competition like I'm trying to body out. It's competition like I'm trying to save this culture to help the people. I'm trying to like defeat all this negativity, this evilness that's going on in hip hop to bring a better cause. You know what I'm saying? It's not really me like trying to compete against you. It's like a good versus evil thing. Like, hey, I can't let y'all bring this up here. You know what I'm saying? That's why Cole dropped it. What was it? 1985.
1985.
Yeah, he was calling these rappers out like Lil Pump, Lil Yachty. It wasn't really a competition thing. It was just like, hey, no, don't come here doing this. So like, I feel like something like that needs to happen. Even with the Kendrick Lamar Control verse. You know what I'm saying? It was that case. But as far as my top 10, I had to say everybody knows J. Cole is my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
I say number 1. Go ahead and throw Tupac.
This all time too. For the listeners, this is all time. We talking about all time.
Oh, okay.
It's all time. It's all time.
All time. Alright, so Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Big, Jay-Z, Black Thought, Nas, Ghetto Boys.
She said shoof.
This is a tough list. Ghetto Boys. Who else I got? Damn.
Eminem, you had Eminem in there.
I said Eminem.
You can argue that.
You don't leave M out.
Yeah. Ice Cube. I got to forget about Ice Cube. Who else? Ice Cube. I said Black Thought already. I want to say Big Pun.
Woo!
Big Pun.
That's my top 10.
Punish.
Big Pun was going up.
The Punish.
He's my top 10.
Punish.
Big Pun, the Punish. I want to get this last one. Kind of want to throw a Memphis artist in there, but you know what I'm saying?
And now your whole list is uncredited.
Look.
Hey, if I would have said A-Ball and MJG.
Hey.
Arguable. A-Ball and MJG. They went bad. I got to throw the city in there, so.
So you say him.
Just for my city, I say A-Ball and MJG. They the best rappers out of Memphis.
I love St. Louis to death. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. I ain't throwing no St. Louis rapper in the top 10. I'm just keeping it look. I'm just keeping the 1,000. You gotta look. This real talk with Kings, man. We keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? No St. Louis rap in my top 10.
Hey, but y'all do get one of the best producers, Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
I do got a producer.
Y'all got Metro, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. So who you?
He the, huh?
Who you? I was gonna ask Melo who he got.
Okay, my top 10. I gotta put Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, Nas. On Nas' Illmatic album, he had a guy named AZ. AZ is my number 5.
Classic album.
Cool G Rap would be my number 6. Big Daddy Kane would be my number 7. Andre 3000 would be my number 8.
Okay.
My number 9. My number 9, I have to put Black Thought is my number 9. I have to put Black Thought 9. And my 10th and final, I may have to say Raekwon the Chef. I may gotta put Raekwon the Chef and Wu-Tang in there.
Hey.
Raekwon probably my 10 to close it out.
I like that. That's solid. I like that one. My uncle said, ain't nobody say Talib Kweli, Mos Def, or Pac. Y'all said Pac, but didn't nobody say Talib Kweli or Mos Def. Hey, they cold with it.
They top tier.
Cold. Them mic controllers, MCs. But you know, time to get to the best top 10, you know what I'm saying? Look, best top 10, look. And like I said, I tell everybody, I put my top 10 against anybody.
Let me hear.
Straight out the rip, number 1. You already know. Machiavelli the Don, Tupac, number 1. Number 2, I got Nas. And I got Nas as the greatest lyricist of all time. Nas, number 2. Number 3, Scarface, the pioneer of Southern rap. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen to all this, the Lil Babies, the Atlanta artists, all these down south artists. It all started with the Ghetto Boys, Scarface, Rap A Lot. So number 3, I got you know what I'm saying? I got Scarface number 3, dope MC. You know what I'm saying? Dope on the pen and pad. An actual storyteller. Number 4, my cat, my dog, the Dark Man X, DMX. You know what I'm saying? Number 4 is DMX all time. Number 5, the Broad Street Bully out of Philly, Beanie Siegel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look, straight lyricist, cold. Look, cold with the metaphor game. You know what I'm saying? Cold with the metaphor game. But he couldn't leave the streets alone, so he wasn't able to blow as big as possible. Like I said, you asked me. Nas said it on Ether. Nigga compared to Beans, you whack when he's talking to Jay-Z. I got Beans better than Jay-Z. But look, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that one. You know what I'm saying? Nas said it. Nigga compared to Beans, you whack. But my 6th, he was like, oh, it was hard to leave him out. Ice Cube, man. People sleep, especially our generation, sleeps on Ice Cube because of Fridays. Are we there yet? You know, he into making movies and film productions in the big 3, so they don't understand, like, man, Ice Cube was a prolific MC. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Number 7, I gotta go with the God MC, man, Rakim. And if somebody had Rakim as their number 1 artist, I could not argue that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I might have to put him in my top 10.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Tupac and Nas are my top 2 favorite artists. But Tupac and Nas' favorite artist, favorite rapper, is Rakim.
You know what? I'm going to take A-Ball and MJG off. I want to put Andre 3000 in because I forgot about him.
Andre 3000.
Forget about Andre.
Andre 3000, though. I got 8, 9, and 10.
Let's see what you do.
Ooh.
Because I'm mad by that Scarface. I love Scarface, but he won't be my top 10. But that's your top 10.
What? Nigga, what? Oh, we gonna get into it. Man, I'm trying to see. Because I ain't never really thought past 7. Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. I can't. I had to sit down and think about that one because you got Snoop.
6ix9ine. You got 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh, y'all didn't know T9. You know T9. T9 is a part of Treyway. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of him and 6ix9ine came into the industry together. You know what I'm saying?
No,
if y'all look on the screen, T9 and 6ix9ine, they came up with the idea, you know what I'm saying? Spelling 9, number 9, INE. They sat down and talked about this, you know what I'm saying?
They do have.
You know what I'm saying? So that's his boy. You know, him and T9 and 6ix9ine, they go back way back. But man.
You got Big L.
Big L. See, I know Big L dope, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't never really just like.
Big Pun. What about
Is it
Pun?
Big Pun? Yeah, I rock with Big Pun. Man. L Cool J, it's some brain. I have to really just sit down because you got you got look Method Man. You got
Method Man is a very underrated.
You got Red Man.
Ghostface is a straight writer.
Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? So, this was tough. I can't finish it, but that's my top 7 for sure. Top 7 for sure. But what show? I gotta ask you, Mello. What's your dispute with Face Mob? You know what I'm saying? Scarface in the top 10.
I'm gonna put it like this. From me being a music connoisseur, from me being in the music industry, I would not be able to even have a rap voice if it wouldn't be for Willie D, Scarface, and Bushwickville. And I wouldn't have a voice if it wouldn't be for, Jay Prince going to the Rhinestone Wrangler and giving them the Ghetto Boys. And I love Scarface, that's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
He was over Def Jam South, he paved the way. Scarface really showed that the South, and Outkast said Scarface really showed that the South had something to say, and I love it. But I feel like he didn't have the full embodiment of a rapper. I feel like he didn't have this. I feel like the top 10 of people when you hear them and when you hear their music, it just changed. It just changed the test of time. That's my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, Scarface will be in my top 35, 40. I'll be in my top 40. I just.
So, hold on. He ain't in your top 20?
He ain't my top 20.
Please.
Because you got to think, top 20, that's when you got to put your Eminems and your Kendrick Lamars, and then arguably your Mobb Deeps and your Commons. Then you got to put something. They got to.
Ain't none of them.
Go in your 20s.
Ain't none of them niggas fucking with Scarface. All them dope. They dope. Don't get me wrong. Ain't none of them fucking with Scarface.
I think Eminem could definitely out-rap Scarface in a circle.
Okay, look. Saying clever words and all that, that's cool. But actually, like, the art of storytelling, I'm going Face Mob.
Scarface, he really just a storyteller, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really just like a rapper who was just like, I don't think Scarface had was just stories to tell. He wasn't just like big, I want to say he wasn't like no Jay-Z or no Nas, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what? You crazy?
Hold
You crazy?
Who had the straight like artistry of rap flows and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Scarface is up there.
I mean, yeah, as far as storytelling, but I wouldn't say he's just amazing like that.
Man,
Hold on, hey y'all, we don't forgot. My listeners, I'm sorry. We did a top 10, and we did not put Lauryn Hill in our top 10. Lauryn Hill most definitely got to be considered in our top 10 too, y'all.
This is y'all top 10. Don't get me wrong, Lauryn Hill tough, but y'all top 10.
Lauryn Hill definitely, to me, Lauryn Hill is a better rapper than Beans, a better rapper than Scarface.
You crazy as hell.
And a better rapper than DM.
You crazy.
If we talk about lyrically.
See, that's y'all thing.
Hold up. I'm going with Missy Elliott.
In your top 10, bro. Missy Elliott in your top 10, bro.
I got not in top 10, but
Come on, man. That boy drunk as hell. Dog, you
like a woman, because I can't go with no Nicki Minaj. I ain't doing it.
She can rap with me, though.
She can rap. Nicki Minaj can spit.
Yeah.
She can spit.
No
Look him cold. Look him cold. What's it called? Remy Ma. MC Light. MC Light cold.
MC Light. Money Love.
Look, hey. I think Young and May will be the best rapper outright. Best. She can kiss. Young and May can kill some niggas. But her work ethic, she just don't have that work ethic to like consistently like drop stuff. Cause I think Young and May dope. Like a murder.
She's better than 95% of the rappers.
Man, make a lot of dudes look bad. Like for real.
Yeah.
But how y'all say it? You talking about he ain't on the Scarface on the level, ain't on the level of a Nas, Jay-Z. Go and listen to Nas and Jay-Z talk about Scarface. They done music with Scarface before. Listen to interviews, them talking about Scarface. Listen to him. A prolific
Scarface
MC.
my top 10 Southern MCs. He's my top 10 Southern.
Then what was so dope about Scarface? He was from the South, but he didn't sound like he was from the South.
Straight right, that's true.
You be like, damn, he from the South? But he from the South, but didn't have that country talk, man. Y'all miss me with that
But
one.
look, when I say great rappers though, and no disrespect, what legacy did Scarface really leave behind that first album Ghetto Boys had?
Man.
When I say Andre 3 Stacks, when I say Jay-Z, when I say Nas, their albums solo are monumental. What solo has Scarface dropped that's just
The Fix. Go listen to The Fix.
I like the Fix, but
Go listen to The Fix. And he opened the door for this Southern rap with the help of Willie D, Bushwick Bill, Ghetto Boys Entity. But once he branched off,
It's another Southern rapper that everybody sleep on though.
Who?
Who actually is a good Southern rapper.
who?
Big
Big
Crit.
Crit. Yeah, Big Crit.
Big Crit is
He's
good.
a good Southern. And I actually say this. If you say legacy about Scarface, I can throw Big Crit in this spot.
What y'all going on, Frank?
Malik about to go down.
Yeah, he finna go ham. But like, look, as far as like Big Crit talks
Bro.
about, if you listen to him, like, as far as like storytelling and stuff like that goes, and him like redeeming the South, but like hip hop, especially in this decade, this past 10 years, Big Crit actually held it down for the South.
Dog, what y'all talking about? Y'all going off of popularity, like impact.
You listen to Big Crit? You listen to Big Crit?
No, I don't really listen to much of Big Crit.
Yeah, you listen to him. You listen to what we talking about. He's a storyteller, bro.
He's a great artist.
He actually like a Scarface.
Man, Scarface, man, one of the dopest to ever do it. But when you said DMX, now DMX ain't lyrically, you know what I'm saying? Ain't the best lyrically. Tupac is not the best lyrically. But
Right.
the passion they evoke, that's what makes them so dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To make the way DMX will put his heart and soul and let you know how he feeling, everything he got going on in his life, and you feel that shit in your core, that's a talent, man. Artists can't do that. You got what's called as clever with the words. Oh, this and that. All right, that sound good, but when you hear my shit, you can feel my shit. You can feel every lyric, every word I'm saying, and putting it into the universe. You can feel that shit in your core. You know what I'm saying? You rap that, you feel that shit the core of the pit of your stomach. You know what I'm saying? You feel that in your core, like that touches you, and that's how I feel like. That's why I put DMX in my top 10. Cause I know y'all lyricists. Don't get me wrong. I love lyricism, but I'm passionate. I'm a passionate individual. So when someone is passionate, that's, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, man, I can connect with that. You know what I'm saying. That's why I can connect with that Tupac, like with that what you call Nothing to Lose. Man, I felt that first lyric. He said, that first verse. The only way to change me is maybe blow my brains out. Stuck in the middle of the game to get the pain out. I pray to my God every day, but he don't listen. The poverty bothers me. And mama smoking wonders in the kitchen. Listen, I can hear her crying in the bedroom, praying for money and hoping people she be dead soon. Am I wrong in wishing I was somewhere else? I'm 13, can't feed myself. Cannot blame daddy cause he left me. Wish he would have hugged me too much like him. So my mama don't love me on my own at an early age. I'm getting paid and I'm strapped so I never be afraid. Where did I go astray? I'm hanging in the back streets running with fiends and dope fiends where they jack me. Can't turn back. You know what I'm saying? You feel that. You know what I'm saying? You feel that and that individual like that's in the hood and his daddy gone, mama strung out on drugs. He feel that. You know what I'm saying? DMX, that underdog. I was counted out, you know what I'm saying? DMX had, his mother used to abuse him. A hard life, hard story, you know what I'm saying? Going in these institutions, growing up in life, you know what I'm saying? Growing up throughout his childhood, and he's never got that motherly love. His mother abused him, but he still had love for his mother. You know what I'm saying? And he faced like a lot of harsh realities throughout his life. And to put that in his song and let the world know, oh, this how I am, and I got flaws, and I'm not afraid to express it. I respect that, you know what I'm saying? And that's what gives me.
And okay, I agree with you. That passion did it. And then, what I like about DMX is, number-wise, numbers do, for your top 10, numbers gotta talk to me. And DMX is the first artist to ever have his freshman and sophomore album to debut #1 within the same annual year. And 4 back-to-back platinum albums.
5 straight platinum albums.
5, right? But look, this is the center of my argument now. Check this out.
Yeah.
This is our whole argument. Biggie Smalls, check this out. A lot of people don't know this. Biggie Smalls, DMX, Busta Rhymes, Redman all went to the same school.
Mm-hmm.
All went to the same school.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
If that don't show you just the culture, what hip hop really embodied, I don't know what it does.
You left something out. They all went to the same school. They used to battle go up against each other too.
Exactly. And look, that's what I told you. And when we talked about, I told y'all, competition is all within hip hop. Hip hop was based off of competition. Even in life, you know what I'm saying? Y'all said that competition was a European thing and shit like that. What do y'all think that lions over in Africa in the safari, what they do when they battling? When women looking for, even with women, when they looking for a man and a man to mate with and to create offspring with, they looking at the dominant male. You know what I'm saying? You got two alpha males going there. They gonna see who's the alpha male out of them two, and they gonna go with the strong alpha male.
I agree with
Competition has always been around since, you know what I'm saying, since the birth of time.
Because even with the birth of hip hop, everybody in New York at one point, the only way you could survive and be cool in the Bronx or Manhattan or New York is if you had a rap. You had to automatically have 16 bars.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever had the best 16 bars, then that's I can understand it.
Yeah.
I can understand your point of view now.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah, I can understand it, but I don't agree with it. I understand it though.
that's just where it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just where it is. And if it was a different name, you'd be saying, oh, I don't like that word. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, it is an interesting point though. I mean, I look at it as like the TD and Kendrick Lamar. They often do it to each other too. They often like go against each other.
Right.
You know, have these sparring matches with each other's sons to like whether they crash or.
You gotta compete.
I can see that.
It's just all the individual. If that individual don't know how to separate it, then that's where it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because people be like,
Yeah, that's if it get too personal.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Personal.
Some people get out of hand and be like, your mom, oh, this and that, rah. So, you know, but y'all already know what we gotta do, man. We on the topic of health is wealth, man. You know what I'm saying? Your body is your number one vehicle, and you can't go nowhere without your vehicle. So what y'all got for health is wealth for this week?
Health is wealth, man. I got black castor oil.
Ooh.
Skin. It's good for your hair. Like my hair was short at first at the start of the what's the name?
Yeah.
I've been using my hair like group a lot. I almost twisted up now. Good for your skin, shampooing, everything, man. So
let me ask you this: what you got to grow? What you got to help grow that little ass chain? Look, I told you that chain was gonna be gone by the end of the show.
oh, nice thing right.
He told no, look, don't take it in, look. Don't take it in, look. Show that chain, man.
Well, you like a damn security guard.
Hey, look. That's that RTK look. That's that RTK drip. That's all that is,
Like
man.
RTK officer.
Freeze, get on the ground.
Melo, you ain't say what you quiet for, Melo. That 3 on your head, grandma is over there quiet. That don't shit me, you like this.
Hey, look, his chain a little too.
Get on the grind.
Hey, that chain a little small. That chain a little young too.
That mine got the gas station chain on. You be seeing them little kid packets.
Hey, his head, look, he got it. Look, his head is medium size, but the hat double XL.
Hey, Chaz don't like the jokes y'all telling.
Oh man, what you got for health as well, brother? Paul Williams.
My health is well with more mental spiritual. Since we was talking about hip hop, music, listen to therapeutic music. I say listen to jazz, listen to blues. So I was looking because when we did this this week, when we chose hip hop to be our discussion, this doctor did a study 6 years ago, and believe it or not, she said that it's one rapper who music has shown to stimulate and heal the minds of African American youth, and that rapper is Meek Mill. And so just listen and consume great music that you relate to, and music that will help benefit you and people around you. That's my health.
You said Meek Mills?
Meek Mills. It's a doctor. You can look it up. A doctor did a study, and it was 6 years ago. He said Meek Mill has the biggest stimulation of effect on the youth.
Was that just in Philadelphia?
Nah, that's why I kind of that made me
Cause like, I don't see. Yeah, I think that was just in Philadelphia because I don't really see how Meek Mills has not.
Hey, that made me
He's green like. So So that study probably just taking place in Philadelphia.
He told that study just probably taking place in Philadelphia.
And I heard it's Chinky in St. Louis, and it's Juicy J in Memphis. What kind of rappers y'all done?
They said Lil Yachty Yas.
No, we got rappers.
They said Lil Yachty Yas. You seen that one he had the perm? He had the, yeah, I think he was in Macon, Georgia.
Andre 3000 used to rock a perm too.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
Somebody trying to make it.
James Brown, Lil Richie, we been doing it.
Yeah, y'all love tight pants and perms.
Lil Richie, James Brown.
Oh man, but hey, as we come to a conclusion to the show, y'all already know, man. Gotta come out, gotta drop some jewels, man. Give y'all some words of wisdom. And my words of wisdom for the week, man, pretty much is pay attention to everything that you put and consume in your body. You know what I'm saying? Just how they tell you, you are what you eat, you are what you listen to, you are what you look at, you are who you hang around. You know what I'm saying? So be cautious and be aware and be mindful of everything you are consuming and put into your body, because those same things you around and taking on a daily basis, you will slowly but surely transform and turn into the things that are around you. So make sure you are around positive people and positive individuals that can help you progress and grow and not take you down. What y'all got for?
My words of wisdom. Since we're talking about hip hop, it's really for everybody. With anything you do not just do it for the clout, the fame, and the attention. Do it to your best ability. Really study, get down into their art.
Right.
If I ain't study producing how I do, I would be slow. I would suck. If I ain't study rapping how I would do. Man, if you trying to rap, read a dictionary. Learn how dope it is. You can say certain words and twist certain words up. You know what I'm saying? Once you start doing it, you realize how dope it is. You'll want to do it more. So, man, study and dive deep into anything you're trying to do. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. That ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing nothing to bring a change or positivity, then don't do it. Stay away from it.
I agree.
That's true. My health to wealth is you want to be. Well, not my health to wealth. My words of wisdom is you want to be what you see, and you want to hear what you want to be what you see, and you feel what you don't want to hear. So just be willing to always know what you be. Be cautious of what you see, because you will eventually want to be it, and what you hear and you feel what you don't want to hear. So just be willing to look at a man in the mirror.
I agree with you, most definitely. We appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in each and every week, man. Live stream, man, on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show on YouTube. Click that like button, comment, give us y'all thoughts and opinions, everything, the good, bad, and ugly. Share it, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a family member. Also, subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, man. Rate it, download it, tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, man. We expanding, building, and growing. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week, man. Mello, T9, please tell the people where they can find y'all at on social media platforms.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at T9INE_. T9INE_. Follow me. You on mute.
My bad. I was on mute. You can follow me at Romello A. Smith, ROMELL A. Smith on Instagram, and Romello Smith on Facebook. And then all y'all listeners out there, it's a guy who makes music. His name Kenneth Hampton. He got a new single out called "Stay With Me." Kenneth KENETH Hampton. Got some great music. Y'all check him out. Support him.
Most definitely. You can follow me on IG at
Otis Williams.
KINGSHABAZZ98 King Shabazz on IG, KINGSHABAZZ98, and on Facebook it's Malik Shabazz. We appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every week. We do this for y'all, man. We appreciate the love and support, man. Ain't nothing more I can say, man. And we out.